Hello, 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 my beloved souls. It's Twin Flame Tuesday, and we are still in the middle of the 1111 portal. You guys have about a week to continue to use these powerful energies to manifest, to grow, to evolve, to ascend, to transform your lives. So I hope that you've been writing things down. I hope that you've been visualizing. I hope that you got your vision boards done, that you've got a journal out, taking some like notes and dream journaling, and just holding space for your connection, whether you guys haven't met yet or you're in separation or you are together. It doesn't matter where you're at on this path. Use it to serve your highest and greatest good. For my beautiful, beautiful twins that have not met yet, so many of you are about to start meeting your divine counterparts. Like, it's getting crazy the amount of like calls and texts and emails that I'm getting about people just coming into union, like finally meeting. Kundalini's being activated, right? Like just at this like expansive level, creativity on deck. Um, some of you are like together, right? And you're realizing not only your mission as a divine feminine or your mission as a divine masculine, but also realizing that you guys have a mission together and are starting to put actions behind this stuff. And it is a powerful time for the Twin Flame Collective as well as for the planet, right? Because the twin flames come together with this beautiful unconditional love for themselves, then pouring that unconditional love into their divine counterparts, thus raising the vibration across the globe. It's a powerful, powerful time. Like it literally feels magical. It feels magical. So for those of you that haven't met, like don't lose hope, don't lose faith. No, you're not crazy. No, like yes, this thing is real and you're definitely on your path. Excuse me. For those of you that are in separation, separation heals, point blank and simple, right? Like if you're not together, it's because that there's healing that needs to be done. And it's not just your divine feminine that needs to heal, and it's not just your divine masculine that needs to heal, but it's also you that needs to heal, right? Because we are reflections of each other. We are the same soul. So we may not be working on the same thing at the same time, but there's still work that needs to be done, right? And so that's not necessarily a negative thing. There's a lot of things that need to be healed that we can't heal together within our divine within our twin flame union, right? Like there's just some lessons that you're not going to learn from your twin because this is like the other half of your soul. So no, they're not going to give you the narcissism, abuse, trauma, all the fuckery that goes on when we're dealing with like karmic partners and soul teachers, right? They're not giving you those lessons. So you're going to have to learn them, unfortunately. Excuse me, unfortunately, outside of your union, right? So that you can come back healed and kind of like whole again in a space of unconditional love, loving yourself so much that you set boundaries. You know what your non-negotiables are, you know what your yeses are, your nos are. You're no longer codependent or have abandonment issues or like dating your mom or your dad, energy. Like you've done that stuff. It's like you've done the work. Cool. Now I'm one with myself. Boom. Now my divine counterpart comes in and we can kind of like heal these things. um for many of you, and I know this sucks, but many of you have also realized that you've been with a karmic this whole time, right? You thought this was your twin, and it comes to find out they're not, right? And it's like a shit show, like cold water being thrown on your face, and you're just like in a state of shock. And I know, and I get it, and that's awful. I was in a union who I thought was with my divine counterpart, and the person just hit so many of the boxes, on the quote unquote twin flame list. But at the end, it was just like, wow, like God would not have sent me someone so toxic or like abusive or, it was just like an emotionally abusive situationship. Because I'm not even going to call it a relationship anymore, a situationship. Um, and I had to learn a lot of hard lessons. And a lot of that stuff was just stuff that I learned when I was younger, right? Like so many of us didn't grow up having healthy examples of a loving relationship, and so we kind of like either replay these relationships as we get older, or we're trying to figure it out along the way, right? Like if you didn't grow up with your dad, or if you didn't grow up with your mom, you're trying to figure it out along the way. You didn't have these lessons, right? You didn't even have like a point of reference, to kind of like go by. Or if your mom or your dad didn't love themselves and were kind of like, having their own relationships based off of fear energy and a lack of love and a lack of self-worth, like then you kind of grow up thinking like that's what love is, right? So many people that I work with, right? It's just like self-sabotage, addiction, abuse, toxicity, narcissism, right? All being played out because they just didn't know any better, right? It's like when you know better, you do better, but you don't know, right? Or your point of reference isn't one that's healthy or whole. Like your point of reference is a whole fucking shit show and you don't even realize that like you're embodying or kind of like channeling this energy until it's too late, right? Until like the trauma and the drama are done and then you're in the middle of this situation and it's been 5, 10, 15, 20 years and you're still kind of dealing with this like abuse, this pain, this trauma, this giving your power away, having your energy being drained, you constantly being blamed for something. And then you have to take accountability for the fact that you've been in this situation because of not feeling love or worthiness for yourself or deservingness, right? And it's not always everybody else's fault, right? We have to take accountability for our own shit. And getting out of these situations may not feel great, right? Like it's like sometimes, and I know, listen, I know this is not a point of judgment, right? But sometimes we're very comfortable with the familiar hells over the strange heavens, right? It's like you rather stay with the devil you know than the devil you don't, right? But guess what? You don't have to stay with the devil at all. You don't have to stay with the devil at all. You might think that that's all there is because that's all you've known until you come to this point and you're on this journey and you're like, wait, that's not love and that's not respect and that doesn't feel good and I'm not doing that anymore and I'm not with it. And no, like I'm setting some ground rules and this is a non-negotiable. And it's like, you don't like it, then you don't need to be in my life. Right. And sometimes that can be a little lonely. Right. Sometimes you got to set your ground rules. You got to set some boundaries and then you got to walk away. Right. And end up by yourself. And that can feel a little overwhelming and a little scary. Right. For some of you, you've never been alone. You don't know what that feels like, right? To just love yourself, to just focus on your own energies, to just honor yourself, right? It's like people are telling you, oh, you're being selfish. No, I'm not being selfish. I'm not being selfish. I'm focusing on myself because I need to heal because I can't give to somebody what I don't have, right? And if I don't love myself, how can I love another person full out? Really? It's like you're so busy trying to love this person enough for them, but what is that saying about you? You might think it makes you a martyr or like honorable, but it's not. It means that you have your own insecurities because you're not focusing on your own energies. People need to be on their own path. People need to heal on their own. People need to do their journeys and go through their soul work and their soul missions and their spiritual lessons. And we get in the way sometimes trying to save somebody. It is not up to you to save somebody. They have a divine being that got their back. Mother, Father, God has got everyone's back. We don't need to kind of get in the way of these lessons, right? And control is just a form of insecurity, right? Trying to dictate to somebody else their life is just a form of insecurity being played out, right? You're trying to be a martyr to everyone. That's a form of insecurity. You might think that you're doing the right thing, because you got your cape on, but at the end of the day, what about you? Are you focusing on your own energies, right? What about the skeletons within your closet? What about the shit you got pushed up underneath your rug, right? It's time to start taking accountability for everything. And for those of you that are in union, shout out to you if you're already in union, right? Like there's still some stuff coming up to be healed, but also like because you've already kind of walked this path, you get to be a guiding light for others, right? And just because you guys are in union doesn't mean that you're not going to go through shit, right? Because that's just unrealistic. We're human beings, we have like human responses to things. But I know that it's going to be a little bit easier for you, right? It's not you're not going to have these super highs and super lows, right? It's going to be little bumps in the road, and sometimes you might need a little bit of space. You might need to walk away for a second, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with like remembering that, like, hey, I'm my own sovereign being. Like, we might have been one soul that connected, but we incarnated in two different bodies because I want to do my thing my way. You want to do your thing your way, and you're working on your mission. I'm working on my mission. And now we get to work on this mission together, right? And so, get to honor that path and the fact that you guys are like coming into union. I see so many twins that are in union right now really activating their joint soul missions, and I mean it's powerful. The books that they're writing, the movies that they're writing, the songs that are being written, the the beats, everything. It's just like, it's just so powerful. It's so powerful to see them work together and it's like just delicious mix. But it's also so powerful to see what they're going to be sharing with the collective, or the things that they've already started sharing with the collective, right? Because where two or more are gathered, so shall he be. So these energies are amplified, right? Amplified, amplified. It's like the only menage that I'm really looking for is like me, my divine counterpart, and the Most High, because I know that that trio ain't gonna be touched, ain't gonna be harmed, right? Like I know God got me, I know my divine counterpart has got me, and vice versa. So it's just gonna be a delicious mix. Anyway, so we got a lot going on for you, my beautiful twin flames. So we're gonna pull from the romance angels, of course, and then we're gonna pull from the angels of Atlantis deck as well. So thank you, angels. Thank you guys for being here with me in the Twin Flame Collective. What do I need to know? What do I need to see for this powerful week? Okay. Bottom of the deck, flirt. It's funny because I saw playfulness fall out and I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have a little fun," and then flirt. So lighten up, have some fun, chill out, flirt with each other, bring back the romance, the playfulness, be like a little kid, right? Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Beautiful, number one. And to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Have some fun. Listen, I know this journey can be a little heavy at times. I get it. I'm on it. I understand, but it doesn't have to feel like we're freaking going up a mountaintop and trying to reach the peak and we got all this stuff on our back. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, have some fun, chill out, right? You're a freaking human being temporarily in this meat suit. Chill out, have some fun, make it a fucking game. Chill out. And extending this lighthearted energy to others. Yes, you do want to flirt with your divine counterpart, but also like chill out with other people, right? Like everybody's having a heavy time right now. We're all going through lessons. We're all healing, right? Everybody kind of needs some kid gloves right now and a little bit more compassion. So just chill out. Be high vibrational. Do the things that make you feel good to raise your energy, right? The more you're in joy, the more you're in peace, the more you're in um bliss and harmony and raising your vibration, the more you're in alignment with all the things, all the blessings that get to come in towards you, right? So you want to keep your vibration raised high so that you can be open to the joy, the love, the satisfaction, the blessings that are available to you at this very present moment. Okay. And then, ooh, make the effort. Yes, it does take some work, but have some fun while you're doing it. Okay. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Taking the steps you're guided to take. They're not saying you gotta freaking stress out about it, but guess what? Sometimes maybe that step is separation, right? Maybe that step is walking away for a second and going to be one with your own energy so that you could come back stronger, better, more with your cup filled, instead of all drained out. And being divinely guided on this path, right? Like this isn't about um fulfilling some freaking checklist that you found on the internet, or having your love life look the way that somebody else is telling you to, whether that's like your religious community or your family, your tribe. Like I have so many so many clients that I work with that are in unhealthy, unloved, just awful relationships, and they feel obliged to say these things because of what their parents said, because of what their church has said, because of what their community has said. And I'm like, listen, you are living your life for you. You're living your life for you. Like, you don't have to spend this lifetime being fucking miserable to make somebody else happy. If you have to be unhappy and miserable in order to satisfy someone else, they are the problem. They are the problem. They um they are the problem. Like if I have to be miserable and play small and dim my light in order to make you feel better about your life, you gotta go. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I have mental funerals for people all the time. I will dead you in 5 seconds and walk past you like you're a zombie on the street. Nobody is worth it. Nobody is worth it. Nobody is worth it. You deserve love. You deserve fulfillment. You deserve joy. You deserve to know every day that you're worthy, that you're respected, that you're honored, that you're seen, that you're heard. These are the things that you deserve in life, especially in your freaking intimate relationship. So if you're being kind of guided by other humans to stick in a dynamic that makes you fucking miserable, it's time to take your power back. It's time to set some really strong boundaries. And you know what? And I'm sorry to say this, a lot of people are not going to come with you. A lot of people are not going to be on the same page with you. And a lot of people are not going to support you. And guess what? Good motherfucking riddance. Because if I need you, if the only way I get to have you in my life is by me being fucking miserable and in some retarded ass, abusive, toxic, narcissistic relationship because we don't get divorced, or, you just got to figure it out, or, you're going to make us look bad. When I tell you, they can kick all the way rocks and kiss every part of your ass, and that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Because at the end of the day, your joy, your love, your peace of mind is going to be a guiding light. Guess what? To those same people that have a comment about you, when they see you in your joy and your bliss and your fulfillment and you're living life abundantly and you're thriving and you're happy and you're healthy and you're whole and you're in this passionate, loving, intimate, delicious, romantic connection, they're all going to be like, oh shit, maybe I should do it that way. Maybe I should try that. Maybe it will be okay. I When I tell you there's so many people that I know, and I love my people. I love my people. But there's so many people that I know on surface level feel one way about something and DM me about a whole nother energy. Yeah, because they're feeling some kind of way and they know that I'm not going to judge or criticize them. You like it, I love it. Listen, that's what you want to do, fantastic. It's not my life. It's your life that you're living. So I'm not gonna sit here and be talking shit about you and judging you. Oh, you need to stay in that relationship, and like you need to kind of make it work. No, I'm gonna tell you you need to hold space for yourself. I'm gonna tell you that you need to start looking at these people in these situations in a higher vibrational sense. In order to bring some peace into your world. And guess what? When you raise your vibration, again, some of those people in some of those situations aren't gonna come with you. Guess what that means? That they're not on the same high vibrational plane that you are. Not your problem, right? Not your problem. It's like dis-ease and illness, right? They only really can be sustainable in a lower vibrational environment. Raise your vibration, you raise the vibration to divine well-being, right? All that stuff starts to fall away. It's the same thing with everything else. So if it's not serving you, it's gonna kind of fall away. It's either gonna be transmuted and transformed into something in which is in alignment with you, or it's gonna fall away. And if it falls away, guess what? You get to have something equivalent come in, or something better. I'm here for the VIP package. I don't know about the rest of you, but I want the motherfucking upgrades in every area of my life. And it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's safe for you to love. It's safe for you to love yourself. It's safe for you to love the collective. It's safe for you to be a being of love, right? We're all flesh and blood embodiments of love. You are love in the flesh. It's safe for you to feel love, to receive the unconditional love that's coming to you from the Most High. It is a safe and healthy space. It's safe for you to give love to others, even if they're not open to receive it. Like I said, a lot of us didn't have healthy examples of what love looked like. And so you may be in a connection right now where your divine counterpart has never received healthy love. They don't know what to do with it. It's an anomaly to them, right? And so they kind of like freak out and they spaz out and they run away and they ghost you and they kind of like block you because they don't know what to do with this energy because it's so foreign. It's like, what is this thing? They don't know what healthy love looks like, right? They don't know what it tastes like. They don't know what it feels like. It's very strange to them and it makes them feel good. And it scares them all at the same time. It's like many of you are like a blessing and a bane to your divine counterparts. And you don't even realize it. And you think that there's something wrong. No, there's nothing wrong. They just don't know what to do with it, right? And so here you are being an example of love, of grace, of peace, right? And then your divine counterpart is kind of freaking out. Or vice versa, right? Maybe you're the one freaking out right now because you got somebody coming into your life that's loving on you, that's pouring into you, that just wants to give you the world, and you're just like, what's the catch? What's the catch? What do you want? How much do you want? What's gonna happen? The shoe's gonna drop. Negative Nancy's, negative Pauls. I get it. I hear you. Bottom of the deck, Archangel Heniel with willpower coming in, right? This is you just being reminded to just keep going. Just keep going, right? Just keep going, right? It might get a little complicated. It might get a little kind of like wobbly from here, from, every now and again, but keep going, right? And I love the fact that it's like a whale tail, right? Because whales, um, sing to one another, right? They have like these beautiful songs that come out. So again, a lot of you are coming into your divine mission with each other and you're going to be connecting through music. right? Through song, through sound, through speaking. Maybe you're on a stage, whatever that is. But this is you just having the will to just keep going, even when it doesn't seem to make sense, even when everything around you seems to be kind of like falling to shit, even when you're being told by people that love you, they mean so well, but they just don't realize because they're not on the same mission that you are, that you're crazy, you shouldn't be doing this, you're bugging out, you need to leave them, whatever it is. It's about you standing strong in your own power, your own strength, and keeping it moving, right? Even when you're meeting blocks and delays and detours, right? Especially when it comes to your mission, Twin Flames, especially when it comes to your mission. Archangel Raphael, ooh, the angel that heals, coming in with some cleansing. A lot of healing going on right now, right? Cleansing. I love this, right? I love because it looks like flames to me, right? So we're burning and purging away all the shit that's not serving us. Why? So that we can be available and in the flow with what's coming in, right? So we have the fire and the water. So maybe some of you are fire signs and water signs, and these are more messages for you. But we're cleansing away the things that are no longer serving us. That eclipse season rocked us. Point blank and simple. We got rocked, right? We got rocked. And a lot of stuff that was removed from our life was because it needed to go, right? It needed to go. Like it was not serving your highest and greatest good, right? Even if some of those karmic relationships, right? And I know again that that's not easy to necessarily walk away from, especially if they are in your tribe or your family, or like you have children together, or you guys are married. Like I get it. I'm not saying that this is easy. I'm not saying that separating yourself is going to be easy. I'm not saying that it's going to happen in 5 seconds. My mom was freaking legally separated for like 10 or 15 years because my stepdad just wouldn't leave her, like just wouldn't divorce her legally, right? It's just like sometimes we just got those people that just won't leave you alone. I get it, right? But that's why you have the willpower to just keep going. It's like, no, I'm not staying in a situation to make you feel comfortable. No, I'm not staying in an unhealthy relationship just because it's going to make everybody else feel good. No, I'm not staying because I love me enough to walk away. I love me enough to know that I deserve better, right? I love me enough to know, you know what, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep going, whichever path you're on, right? Because maybe this is the path where you walk away, or maybe this is the path where you got to freaking like really grind in your heels and be like, no, I'm not gonna fucking give up, right? Either way, like use your willpower, be discerning. You know your situation better than I do. Archangel Michael coming in with the I am presence. I am two of the most powerful worlds in the universe, because what comes after them is what we are speaking over ourselves. So are you saying, I'm sick, I'm broke, I'm tired, I am lonely, I'm never gonna be with anybody, I will never know what love is? Or are you saying, I am love, I am joy, I am peace, I am abundant, I am extraordinary, I am delicious, I am magnificent, I am the divine feminine, I am the divine masculine, I am powerful, I am mighty, I'm strong, I'm intelligent, I'm wise, I'm knowledgeable, I'm understanding, I'm kind, I'm compassionate, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, all the things, right? Like speak life over yourself. Beautiful, beautiful. And then, ooh, ending it with Archangel Haniel, courage. It takes a lot of courage to be on this path. It does, it does, it does, it does. It takes a lot of courage to love yourself fully, because we've been taught not to. It takes a lot of courage to go against the grain with what we've been taught in this freaking universe, because again, we've been taught to give our power away, that we're being selfish and all things. It takes a lot of courage to receive love, right? So many of us are good at giving it, but receiving it can be a little scary. It takes a lot of courage to stay on your path and to speak your truth and to walk in your divine mission. And then it takes a lot of courage for you guys to get together and to do it together, right? And so be bold, be courageous. Look at all this delicious red energy. That's our root chakra, right? Safety, stability, security, our wealth, our abundance resides in our root chakra, right? So we really need to be grounded at this time, right? So that we can elevate to the I am presence that is within us, right? In our crown chakra that connects us to the divine at all times, right? So you want to stand in your strength, stand in your courage, and really tap in and hone in those energies, right? The deeper our roots go, the higher we can ascend, right? The deeper our roots go, the higher we can ascend. So you really want to be grounded, stabilized, secure within your own present being, as well as within this connection, so that you guys can take it to the next level, right? There's so many of you doing that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. And I will see you soon. Later, my beloveds.